shouldn't have a house. It should catch on fire and burn down.
Your kids not ready.
Yeah. We in the building. You dig? We in the building. You dig? Live on the gram. Oh yeah, we live on the gram now. We live on the gram now. Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday. 1-2. Yeah, we are back. It's not a dream. It's the No Box Sports Podcast, episode number 18 of season 3. Brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And in case you didn't know, I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Dodd.
And I'm the original CP3.
That's the original CP3. You better not ever forget it. And shout out to y'all, shout out to y'all, everybody out there on Super Bowl Sunday, getting ready for the big game. I know we not in it today. We still got our Eagles gear on. You would think we about to play. We not. Shout out to everybody that's out there that's getting ready.
We're still champs.
We still champions for about how many more hours? If you want to look at it that way, I guess you can say it. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody over there on Instagram, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Facebook watching us live. Make sure you tap in, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and interact with us throughout the episode. Because when we do these live streams, the whole purpose of the live stream is to interact with the people,
Yeah.
We do it for the people. And we about to get right into it, Some news happened since the last time we was here. Last time we was here in front of the people, Eagles was in search for a brand new offensive coordinator. And since then, I mean, we actually found one, man. Sean Mannion. The Eagles hired Sean Mannion as their new offensive coordinator. And in case you don't know who Sean Mannion is, and the name sound a little familiar, yes, he was actually an NFL quarterback. I'm not gonna say he was a great one. He was a backup, but he was a journeyman. You seen him with the Rams, with the Vikings, a number of teams, man. And this guy has been around as a coach, shadowing some of the top coaches in the league. I mean, look him up. He's been under Shanahan. He's been under LaFleur. He's been under Sean McVay. So, the guy has, been under some people and did some things. So, the Eagles went with the young guy. I think he's only 33.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Yeah, I think he's only 33. None of us was happy with Kevin Patullo and how the offense looked under him. And keep in mind, they didn't fire Kevin Patullo. But Sean Mannion, I mean, we said a lot of names. This was not one of them. How you feeling about this hire?
I mean, when I first heard it, I'm like, so wait.
Zara, what's up?
We got rid of Patullo so that we could get another guy that not really been offensive coordinator that's new to that position. Okay. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like on question mark right now, man. I'm not sure fully how to feel. Like I'm trying to be optimistic, but I'm more confused.
You're confused
right now.
You're confused. So, I mean, that's fair. Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Comment, tap in with us. Tell us how y'all feel about the Sean Mannion trade. Shout out to Zara over there on YouTube. But yeah, man, when I seen this hire, what I wanted personally, because we talked about what we wanted to see as Eagles fans, what direction we wanted to see them go in.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see them go with the same old safe names like the Matt Nagy, the guys everybody want, even the guy that just got fired from Miami, Mike McDaniels, those type of guys. I didn't want them to necessarily come in here and clash with our coach and bring something old that just didn't work and just get to come in here and try to do it work. I wanted some new blood. I wanted some innovation. I wanted a different set of eyes that hasn't been around the NFL as far as a coach and ain't just a good old do boy. I wanted somebody to come in here with a fresh set of eyes, with a fresh perspective, and possibly put some things that they ain't heard before. And when I seen Sean Mannion, now don't get me wrong, I wasn't thinking about Sean Mannion at all. Didn't even know this was an option. But just raw thoughts when it comes to the hiring of Sean Mannion, I'm optimistic about it. I am optimistic about it. I'm not necessarily confused because how I see it is whatever he said in that meeting to him, it had to impress him. That's how I'm choosing to look at it because nobody mentioned his name. I didn't even know he was interviewing. He got in front of management. I don't know if Hurts was there. I don't know the process. I'm thinking he said something or showed something that have them believing in him in that type of way. And for me, that's enough.
Okay.
There is another way to look at that as well, but I'm not doing that.
Okay. Well, you may have to, but no, it's just so let me ask you this. Do you think it could be that could be that they was desperate? Do you think that this means that Sirianni's going to be doing more play calling than he did previously? And or do you also think that this Mannion hire is that they also possibly hired his successor if this don't go well?
That's an angle of it I'm looking at too, because you got to think about it. Sean McVay wasn't always Sean McVay.
Right.
You know, Matt LaFleur wasn't always Matt LaFleur. These young coaches, young Kyle Shanahan wasn't always Kyle Shanahan. They started somewhere. So what if we hired one of them type of bulls and they in the tuck? And the desperate angle is a thing too, because they could have got to the point to where nobody wanted to come. We was talking about it like, why don't people want to come be the offensive coordinator? So they could have got to that point where they was like, we can't hire nobody. Let's take a chance on this young kid before it get too bad and we left with nobody and we look desperate. It could be that, but I'm not going with that. I'm gonna say he showed them something, man, and he was an actual NFL quarterback, and that he's not that far removed from the game. So I'm optimistic about it, man. I'm optimistic about it. Hopefully, it turns out to be a good hire. I mean, we can't go nowhere but up, you know. And I mean, I really want to know how the players felt about it, honestly. Because when we talking about offensive coordinators and the offense that struggled, and you know the personalities we got on our team.
Yeah.
The personalities we got on our team is something crazy. So to me, he had to pass the vibe check. He had to pass the vibe check when it come to Jalen, when it come to players like Saquon, when it come to players like AJ. I mean,
and that's what I was concerned about is like, you know, you hire somebody too young. It's like, do they start looking at that bull like, what can you teach me? What you going to tell me about how to, you know, be a better player and all that? That was a concern for me.
It's a concern, but we did hear from one of the leaders on the Eagles, you know, how he leading depending on how many catches he got. But let's hear what our receiver had to say about it.
As an offense, we just come back and just really watch the tape and just, like I said earlier, rediscover ourselves and go to work each and every day, you know, being accountable and just taking one day at a time. You know, we have great leaders in our locker room. I'm fortunate to be a part of that, especially on offense. And like, we do have a lot of talent, but talent gets us nowhere.
Facts.
You know, so it's all about being detailed and being disciplined.
Is there excitement with some of the new coaches y'all got in?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm always excited. You know, sometimes change is not a bad thing. I have the utmost respect for KP. He to me, he did a tremendous job, and he has a great heart. But I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for what's to come. So,
no, for sure. And you know, get into this.
There you have it, AJ Brown, one of the leaders of the offense, one of the leaders of the team. Speaking on the Sean Mannion hire, how do you interpret that clip?
Man, the first time I heard it, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he on board. Maybe maybe he's okay. He's calmed down and he's not. It's like we made a change, and maybe this is enough to get him back on track and part of the team.
The first time you heard it, so did it change, or
I feel like this? I feel like this time I heard it, I could see how you
heard the shots in there.
Well,
that's what I heard.
This is my thing. I don't know if you saw, but it's like when he said the whole Kevin Patullo did a tremendous job.
Right.
Like,
what are you saying right there? What are you actually saying right there?
I'm like, really?
It wasn't his fault.
Oh, that's well, yeah, you could go with that too. I just didn't know if I believed it. If I bought what he's saying about him doing a tremendous job, but it sounds good. Sounds politically correct, as they say.
Yeah, it sounds very politically correct. I'm not taking nothing from that statement. He's saying what he's supposed to say up there at that point. Saluted everybody. This is an important offseason for AJ. Ain't no guarantee AJ gonna even be back with the Eagles. But this shows me that he don't necessarily want to leave. Because if you do want to leave, then this is when you start your campaign. You start the weird stuff. You say the little comments that get you controversy. Now it's the offseason. They can just move you. The season over. So that attitude, I do like that attitude from AJ, but I don't really read into it as far as how you feel about the hire at all.
I agree. It definitely, I don't know if I fully buy it. And honestly, like you said, it works out better for him if he takes this approach than if he continues to be like he was in the season, because all that does is just devalue him. And the Eagles, if he keeps it up, it's like, okay, well, we'll just trade you to like the worst team or whatever. We'll do like Randy Moss to the Raiders back in the day. We'll do something like that.
Raiders is crazy. The Raiders is crazy. But yeah, that's what AJ thought about the hire, man. Overall, we got to put a ball on this, though, man. Are we optimistic about this hire? I know last year you pledged to be optimistic all year, and I just want to let you know it is 2026. You don't have to continue that if you don't want to. But the people need to know what we on. Are we optimistic about this hire? I know you said you was confused, but this is our guy. We rocking with Sean Mannion. How you feel about it at the end of the day?
All I can be is cautiously optimistic. I can't be no more than that. I can't be no more than cautiously optimistic. And cautiously optimistic to me means that it's like I'm trying to be positive, but there's nothing based on how last season went. There's nothing for me to be like, yeah, this is gonna be great. I can't wait. Nah, nothing in that.
Okay, so is that the thing? Cautiously optimistic for 2026, or is that just with Sean Mannion?
We still got. I'm gonna wait and see. We still got more stuff to do. Like this is one part.
One part. All right, so we ain't making no declarations yet. I feel optimistic about Sean Mannion. I feel good about it. I feel like he's gonna add some new blood, some new juice to the room. I'm looking forward to seeing some new schemes. He sees the game from a quarterback point of view. It's not just a guy with a clipboard that right. This is actually good. I feel like this is a good hire. So we shall see. We're gonna dissect it from head to toe, every move, even the preseason. So even OTAs. So we're gonna definitely be tuned in with this the whole time. So y'all make
two of those coaches you mentioned earlier, Sean McVay and Shanahan, is apparently the offensive style that he's supposed to be bringing. So those guys have done great jobs with their respective teams. So
Shanahan with the complex run schemes. The pulling of the guards, the counters. They always can run the ball no matter who the running back is over there. So if you bring in that Shanahan offense mixed with that McVay vertical attacking offense, that can be something with the talent we already got. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. We shall see, though, man. Some more news coming out of Eagles land, Bird Nation land. We just got word that the legendary coach Jeff Stoutland is stepping away from the Eagles, man. The person who's been holding down the O-line. And we've been able to say over the past, how long has it been? Over 10 years, right?
Yeah, so I think like 13 years, I believe.
And we've been able to say the Eagles had a top 5 O-line for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long time. It don't matter who we had in there. He was the constant.
Right.
So that consistency that you've seen from the Eagles offensive line, I don't know if it'll be there no more. But when you heard about Jeff Stoutland stepping away, how did you feel about that? And do you have any information on why he's stepping away?
Well, I was shocked, man. I was definitely shocked. Because like you said, why would he leave? Why would they get rid of, or why would he leave? You know what I mean? But my understanding is that Sean Mannion wanted to bring in his guy, I believe Ryan Mahey, who also from Green Bay, and as the new run game coordinator. So Jeff Stoutland was the run game coordinator, as well as the offensive line coach, and Sean Mannion wanted to bring his own guy in, and they were going to keep Jeff Stoutland, let him be the offensive line coach, but that's all we need you to do. Just coach the offensive line. And I guess he was like, he looked at that as, what it is, kind of a demotion of a sense, so he was like, nah, I'm not with that. So, he decided to leave. I get that.
Understandable.
Yeah.
It's understandable. So he leaving because basically he was taking a demotion with this new coaching staff, with the new offensive coaching staff. Yeah. And that mean, and to speak back to the Sean Mannion point, he's coming in with an idea of what he want to do. Mm-hmm. He's getting people moved that is essentially foundations of the Eagles offense for the last 10, 12 years, which means he has a plan, which means the owner believes in him and is going to allow him to do that along with the head coach. So I think that's something to feel good about, but not losing Jeff Stoutland. I mean, he's like that old hungry dog, run faster type of coach. I mean, he was an old guy. So I'm not saying they won't be good still, but I'm saying I'm not happy about Jeff Stoutland stepping away. I'm not. I wish they could have found a way to work that out. But after a certain amount of time in the position, it's hard to take demotions, man. It is. Sometimes it is best to move on.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're trying to move forward and you got somebody that's from the past who feels like they can do a better job, or or they're questioning you, that's not helping the cohesion that you need if you're trying to move forward. So it definitely makes sense in that regard.
The chemistry thing, it makes
chemistry.
Sense. But salute to Jeff Stoutland. All the respect on your name in the world. So many great offensive linemen you raised up, took from pups to babies. Always had us with at least a respectable unit out there, man.
I just hope he don't stay in the division.
That'll be crazy, right?
That's all.
That'll be petty. That'll be petty. I don't know what sign he is, but that'll be super petty if he did that.
So,
but shout out to the boy Jeff Stoutland, man. And some more news coming from the O-line, something that just leaked out this week. And I mean, to me, this out of left field, man. I don't know how I feel about this. Landon Dickerson to retire?
Yeah, I heard he's been contemplating it, but I mean, honestly speaking, it seemed like every other game he was hurt, and like he could never finish a game. Like, and at the end of the day, these guys want to be able to have healthy lives after football. Like, football is a game, and it's a great business and it's a great profession, but it only lasts for so long. And if you want to be in good health, and this bull, it's like every time we watched him in the game, he gotta leave and he's limping and stuff like that. Maybe
he's pretty young though, man. He's about 26, 27, I think. Hearing this news, I mean, he has a bad back. Okay. When you got a bad back, that's kind of your center. And playing football with a bad back is different. I ain't never had to, that's a whole different type of thing. So I can see why he would be contemplating it. But I mean, I hope he can heal up this off season, even if he got to take some time off and come back, man. Because when he's healthy, I don't want to, the season before, which when he was healthy with Makai, he was one of the best guards in the league. So sometimes when you in the middle of your pain and it's fresh, you may be thinking retirement, but hopefully time heals and he feels better, and he can push through there. But he didn't play well this year. I gotta keep it a bean. You ain't play well this year. You fought through. But this was one of them years you'd be like, I might have to retire afterwards. But no,
I mean, maybe it takes a year. Maybe it takes a year off, to your point. Like, what I mean? Retiring, in my understanding, I don't know how many years he has. It's like you retire you're still under contract with the team if you try to come back, right? So it's like he takes a year off, and he's like, you know what, I'm ready. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, it's definitely surprising.
Get that back right, man. Get that back right. But in case y'all didn't know, man, we watching the No Box Sports Podcast, Season 3, Episode 18, Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl fun day. One day in front of Monday. And we're going to talk about it, man. This Super Bowl 50-something, I don't really know. It's one of the 50s. We still in the 50s? I think we're in the 50s, right?
Yeah.
It's the Patriots versus the Seahawks. We'll get into that later. Get into all the Super Bowl fun later. All the Super Bowl fun later. But now we about to get into that team, the other team in the city. The other team in the city. You know, the Philadelphia 76ers. You know, their next game is versus the Portland Trail Blazers. That's tomorrow at 10 p.m. You know, we are 30-22 right now. So we are playing okay. And the last time we talked, I mean, we had a question up here. We was talking about like, are the Sixers, you know, should they stay put or should they make moves at the deadline? And something came to pass since then, man. And we got to actually go ahead and talk about it. The 76ers, they made one move. They made one move at the deadline. You know what that move was?
What was it? Big move, right?
I mean, some say it is, some say it isn't. This guy. They traded Jared McCain to the OKC Thunder. The defending champions added a first-round pick to their bench at the trade deadline. That's how you get better. What the Sixers received was a first-round pick from the Rockets and 3 second-round picks. I don't know the particular of those picks, where they would land and what got to fall right for it to happen. But I know this guy right here is no longer a 76ers, man. One move. First of all, how do you feel about that move in a singular way?
I mean, I thought it was leading up to a big move, to be honest with you. So I was disappointed he left because I thought that, you know, he could possibly be a, you know, good 6-man for us, another backup point guard and stuff like that. So I was disappointed.
Shout out D-Spatch.
But yes. And but you know, getting picks back for him, you know, that seems possibly something to be optimistic about. But on the surface, just about this trade, I was disappointed that we had to trade him of all people. But I understood that. But I was hoping it was for something bigger, to be honest with you. So
yeah, it's I wasn't happy with it. I said it in the group chat. I had a couple conversations about it. Shout out to Camden Lawyer over there watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Tap in with us. This is an interactive show. You want to give an opinion on something that's being said, holla at us, throw dollars at us. But yeah, the 76ers, man, I don't like the move. I think we gave up on McCain. It's a theme of this team. They give up on players before they give them a chance to actualize. And we can go back down the list with all of them if you want to, starting from Holiday down on to McCain. It's a long list of stupid decisions being made by the 76ers with personnel, and this was one of them. And the rationale behind it was we was trying to make another move that's leaking. Daryl Morey wanted to do, this was to get something to package with something else to make us better. But we get left out on Front Street just losing a player. We got worse, made another team better, and we literally did the opposite of what Joel Embiid said he wanted management to do. You know, so I don't know, man. I'm not happy about this trade at all. He was coming off an injury. He was just getting to the point that where he was getting the rhythm because one player is out for a certain amount of games. So, I mean, we're going to get into that, but I don't like this McCain trade. I do think we will pay for this. We don't have no backup point guard at this point. And that's the crucial part to darn near every championship team. You got to have a backup guard.
Right. I mean, maybe they pick up somebody in free agency. I don't know. But, and, you know, for this season, the way he looked, you know, like you said, he was coming back. So for this season, my concern is more for the future. If you're talking about winning for this season, he was kind of just okay so far.
Right.
from the game. You know what I mean? Like he didn't none of his games that he played that I saw, none of the games I saw him play in looked like he was a major difference maker coming off the bench and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? For this season.
Right.
But my concern was, like you said, after this season, having another quality backup point guard and stuff like that, or even, starting with Maxey or BJ got to sit out. You know what I mean? Like it's getting one full season under him, and then seeing what he does after that. I would have been happy to see what that would look like. And now we're not going to. We're going to see it for somebody else. So
all right, so you cool with it. I mean, my thing is it don't make us better this year.
right.
I don't know what, to me, this is the year we have to go all in as Sixers fans. This is the year that this is possibly our last year with a somewhat healthy Joel. Paul George is in and out. This guy, I thought we should have gave him a chance to develop him while people missing time and be full strength towards the playoffs. We didn't do that. But was it enough? I know we didn't make another move. But are you, outside of the McCain deal, do you feel like we missed out on the opportunity, or we affected, or we should have did this?
Man, honestly, I'm still optimistic about this team right now, in the sense that like they're fun to watch. I've said that before, and I feel like with the way they
Cautiously,
I'm a little more than cautiously with this team.
Wow,
I'm optimistic. I mean, I could turn out to be totally wrong, and if they fail, I know I won't feel as bad as I felt about the Eagles, but I'm optimistic about this team. Like, honestly, I feel like they could possibly surprise people. I feel like they could, with this team that we have, whether we have McCain or not. I felt like we're a team that could possibly get at least to the third round. At least get to the third round. We see what happens. Like, I feel like this team could possibly still get to the third round as constructed.
okay.
So, with Paul George coming back. I mean, I'm assuming Paul George is coming back. You know what I mean? So
Paul George, man, we actually gotta get into that because some news dropped on PG, man. Since the last time we talked, PG was coming off 30-something. And he was looking good. He had dropped somebody in the game, hit a 3. He was doing windmills and pregame warm-ups with Maxey. And next thing you know, dun, dun, dun.
yeah.
Paul George, man, suspended 25 games for PEDs, man. God dang. Right when we was just starting to catch a little rhythm for the big 3 for the first time in the history of them playing together, we mess around and get a suspension, 25 games from the Bull PG for PEDs, man. How you feel about this? Let me pull up the statement from Paul George.
The funny thing is you want to read the statement first? And you can read the statement first, and I'll tell you.
This is the statement from Paul George. Over the past few years, I've discussed the importance of mental health and, of course, recently seeking treatment for an issue of my own. I've made the mistake of taking improper medication. I take full responsibility for my actions to the Sixers organization, my teammates, and the Philly fans for my poor decision making through this process. I am focused on using time to make sure that my body and mind in the best condition to help my team when I return. So mental health medication, he's on the record saying, and it's for his mental. I don't know exactly what it is, but mental health related. How you feel about that? Well,
first off, he is too old in this league to have made that mistake. I do feel like that. So that's the first thing, right? That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? But having said that, we were concerned at the beginning of this season about him and Joel staying healthy. I feel like at least we almost possibly guarantee at least one of them could stay healthy before the season.
Not this way, though. God damn. This way is crazy.
It is crazy. But because I think when he comes back, we'll have just 10 games left, I believe, if I'm remembering the math and stuff like that. 10, maybe a little bit more. And so it's like, yes, anything can happen in those games, but it's like at least we have a higher probability that he will be able to be ready by playoff time. That's still enough. Those are still enough games to get him into the shape to be ready for playoff.
That's that optimistic mindset you're trying to rock out with. You're trying to find a silver lining and a player getting suspended 25 games, man. Mr. Rogers over there on Instagram said, shout out to Instagram, said, Paul George is trash. Should have got Giannis. The cat is doing ketamine. This that's regular. I mean, it did come out that it's ketamine. I mean, Paul George, I don't know, man. I'm gonna say the silver lining that came out of this is we saved, I think it was around 20 million. It could have been a little less than 20 million in cap money during this suspension. So we'll be able to sign people to the roster, assuming we make a trade, which we did not.
Right.
Now they talking about Barlow getting that money on a guaranteed deal, which I mean he was on the roster anyway. That makes that logic makes
contract.
no sense.
I think he was on I forget what it's called. He was on a contract where they had to figure out, they had to like fully sign him. So he wasn't fully signed yet. So now they can do that. So I think he was getting, his time was almost up in regards to, I forget what kind of contract it was, but I don't know if it was 10 days or they did a bunch of 10 days or whatever it was. But bottom line is they're able to fully sign him, which I still feel like you, where it's like I would have still rather had Giannis than be talking about this. But I mean, that is a silver lining. We are able to sign him. He's been helping. He's been contributing,
I guess. And then he might stay healthy for playoff time. I hate it. But the health factor, I do agree with that. If this team can stay afloat and not take a dip because he's not there. I think McCain could have helped us stay afloat, but I mean, I'm going to just go ahead and let that go because you can't cry over spoil your milk. But Paul George, man, get your body right. When you come back, you better be ready to go, man. No excuses. I don't need no 2-3 weeks to get ready. You better be in shape, eating right. And when it's time to go, we got to go, man, because I feel like this really is our last swing with this era of Philadelphia 76ers, man. So we got to do it. And we are following the Sixers, and we will continue to follow the Sixers throughout the season. The 76ers next game is versus the Portland Trailblazers. We're going to Portland. We should beat them. That's tomorrow night at 10 p.m. I don't bet on FanDuel or nothing like that we're going to beat them, but we should beat them.
right?
We should beat them, we should. And what y'all should be doing is tuning into us and all these seasons we got, because this is season 3, episode 18. This is the Super Bowl Sunday edition, getting you ready for the big game, the Seahawks versus the Patriots, not the Eagles. Goddamn. But we're going to get into the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about some Super Bowl favorite dishes, some favorite things to do during the Super Bowl, and we're going to pick the Super Bowl. So just stay tuned, man. But before we do that, I need to let y'all know I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original CP3, and you better not ever forget it. And we about to go ahead and get into, one of the favorite portions of the show, where we look around social media and pick topics to react to, man. And the first topic we're going to get into is a topic that has to do with equality, some might say. What are y'all thoughts on this video? Let us know in the comments. Let's go ahead and watch it. Hey, production, go ahead and put that video on. I say production, go ahead and put that video on. All right, there you go.
Dear warehouse man, please let me explain to y'all how fucking annoying and creepy it is for y'all to fucking sit there and watch a bitch unload her whole motherfucking truck. Like, that's so fucking annoying to me. That is creepy. Like, you just literally stand there and watch me. Literally watch me unload my truck, and you're just standing there. And then whatever other truck drivers are in the bays next to me come over there and stand and watch me. Now I feel like a fucking circus freak show because y'all are watching me unload my goddamn truck instead of fucking helping. Like, what kind of men are y'all? That shit blows me. It blows me. Then y'all want to hold small talk. Bitch, I'm working. I don't want to talk about how long I've been driving and do I fucking like it. Y'all so.
Yeah, that's the video. That's a woman truck driver. I mean, I guess, after she delivered the load to a dock, I guess it was men watching her unload her truck. Truck drivers usually, they deliver their loads and they unload their trucks. I guess because she figured she was a woman when she pulled in, if it was men standing around. She said it was other trucks around that didn't help, and it was workers from the lot that didn't help. And she got back in the truck and she gave us a live reaction to voice her frustration. And it was a live reaction because she was out of breath like a motherfucker. You seen her?
Yeah.
She's about to pan out.
Yeah.
I'm like, first of all, hit your asthma pump before you pull out your phone. Drink some water and catch your breath before you pull out your phone and try to snap on the men. But go ahead.
Listen, I understood the staring part. I understood that sort of to an extent. I mean, until she said the whole instead of helping me, it's like, like what Karen's saying, it's like, that is your job. Like, if they help you, like, they're helping you, like, do your job, which is that's not what they're supposed to do. Yeah, you signed up to do that job. If they help you, that's great. If they don't, that's your job. You signed up for that. You apply for that job. That's part of your job.
I'm pretty sure that was part of the job description when you signed what you was going to take, regardless whether a man was at the dock or not. You was going to have to unload that truck. Roger said you're delivering stuff. Yeah. You delivering stuff. You gotta deliver your own load. And we live in a land of equality now, to where anything a woman can do, a man could do, and some believe better. And we got women driving trucks now, and this is just part of the job. You can't complain about your job responsibilities. You just can't do that. But let me ask you though, if you was at that warehouse, what you would have done? He not helping. That's what it is.
I'm not helping, but I'm also probably not standing there staring or watching her unload the whole truck. That part was a little wild. Like, it was actually, I can't even imagine that. But on the flip side, I don't know if there's a.
Are you helping or not? Don't grease it up. Are you helping?
I can tell you right now, I'm not helping. First of all, he said I would have been. I wouldn't have been staring, but I definitely would have got a few looks in. But I wouldn't have been staring, man. Because
so you would have got out of Dodge. You would have got out of Dodge when she pulled up. Oh, come a truck. The woman ones always want you to help. The woman drivers always want you to help. You got to get on the out of there. You see them pulling up.
Right. Yeah.
The crazy part is
I wouldn't have helped her. I wouldn't have helped her, but I would have got a few looks. I just wouldn't have been standing there staring, watching her unload the whole truck. Now, that is crazy. I mean, at that point, she got a point. But the whole not helping her, come on now.
Yeah, it's a lot of there's a woman in the chat saying she should have been able to handle the job description if she took the job. So, and they gonna want to talk to you. Now I can see a man trying to talk to you. So how long you been doing this here and not helping you lift one box? That could be annoying. That can be very annoying. So I get her frustration there, but to get on here and start talking about how men won't help you, listen, stop. Because if I'd have helped, I'd have needed part of that paycheck, and I know damn well you wasn't about to cut none of that check,
right?
At all,
right?
That's crazy, man.
Nah,
that's crazy, man. So shout out to her, man. She maybe she won't be a truck driver for long because she's gonna have to unload a lot of loads. She gonna have to unload a lot of loads. You feel me? I don't know if she chose the right profession.
Sound like she didn't, but
we got another video because we just love these social media reactions so much. So, ladies, if you drive trucks, you ain't getting no assistance when you get to your destination. If y'all keep wanting to do these man jobs, y'all gonna have to get stronger. Go in the gym. You know what I mean? When you in the gym, go ahead and hit that bench press. I don't be seeing too many women under the bench press. If you a truck driver, you should start squatting and doing some bench presses or something.
Let me ask you this. So let me understand this. So would a man be okay? I mean, not to get too into the equality thing, but if the man posts a video talking about, I'm just tired of these women just checking out me flexing, I'm up here straining my muscle trying to lift all these boxes and they just watching me, and nobody wanted to help. Would y'all be like, oh, that man's, he has a good point? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part.
Now, you got to really put it in a different scenario, like a man doing something he wouldn't typically do and a woman not assisting him. What would that be?
Now, see, you trying to get me. You thought I was dumb. You trying to. you almost got me. Whatever, man. We moving on. You right. I had a bad analogy. Let's go. Because you ain't getting me like that. The
social media topic, man. We got another one for y'all. This one crazy. This one might be crazier. I don't know. Y'all got to tell me. We gonna hear a perspective of a person after they seen some entertainment. Production, y'all don't hear me getting the queuing this up. Y'all got to be ready when I say this. Production.
You need to talk to them.
God damn, y'all can't do your job. I'm gonna get on the internet and complain. All right, here we go.
I didn't know Lil Durk was still locked up. With that being said, it's free Lil Durk. Why? Because he is responsible for quite possibly one of the biggest spiritual awakenings of my life. I'm not kidding. About a year ago today, almost roughly, Drake came to town and Lil Durk opened for him. And I remember Lil Durk came out and my mom was sitting right next to me and she leans over and she was like, he looks like he smells good. And I was like, he does. Like he really did. And literally the whole night I was like, oh my gosh, like, am I a Lil Durk fan? Like I couldn't name you one Lil Durk song, honestly. Still to this day, I couldn't name one song, but he just looks so good. So I remember going home that night and I walked into my apartment and my boyfriend at the time was like, hey babe, how was the concert? And I was like, oh, it was great. Like in the back of my head, I was like, Lil Durk, Lil Durk, Lil Durk. But literally in the back of my head, I was like, I think our time is up. Like between me and him, I think our time is up because I feel like I have seen the other side. Like I've seen that it could be better for me, right? So I literally went to bed that night and I had a dream. I had a dream about Lil Durk. Not the dream that Martin Luther King had, right? But a dream nonetheless. And so I woke up the next morning and I was like, yeah, you need to pack your stuff. I think it's time to go. I made this big spiel about how like, yeah, I feel like we're two totally different people, which is true. Like we really had our issues, like to be real. But Lil Durk was the catalyst. Like to this day, Lil Durk opened my eyes, point blank period. So yeah, it's free Lil Durk.
Wow. Could you imagine, bro, buying your shorty a concert ticket? Go see this person. And she come home inspired to break up with you based off the entertainment she just seen. Man.
Well, I mean, the lesson is that if you having problems with your woman, don't be trying to send her to no concert.
Don't send it nowhere, nigga. Don't send it to the store.
So you having problems with your woman or your man, don't send them to no concert so they can see something that's possibly better. Don't, you know. Yeah.
Like Lil Durk, though, like she talking about he looked like he smelled good. She took an inhale. He waiting for her to come home. You had a good time, baby. How was the concert? I'm about to break up.
I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the pic, I'm like, well, dang, how rough did her man look, and how bad was he? I don't know, man. You know, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but
did the dude not have was the dreads not as long as Lil Durk's? Did he not have a pistol? He had a taser. I don't know what. Why are you coming home comparing me to Lil Durk? Like, stop.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Like, you definitely can't like. I'm not buying no more concert tickets and none of that. That's crazy. That story alone, but she was gonna run regardless.
That's what it sounded like.
Running off a concert, she was whoever she would need to run down, cause let her be unsatisfied, nigga. A store eating out at a restaurant could make you leave when you don't really want to be there.
I mean, not in her defense, but to her credit or whatever, she did say that they were having issues. So it wasn't just a thing of that just because of this guy and stuff like that. Like it was, they did have issues. So that this concert didn't help though, and so it's like.
It's wild. She seems like she's living in the fantasy world, honestly. She talking about she had a spiritual awakening from a Lil Durk concert. You know what he talking about in this rap, and you having a spiritual awakening? What your mom doing at a Lil Durk concert? What is going on in your family, number one? It's a lot of questions in this video.
Right.
A lot of questions in this video.
Good point.
But yeah, that's crazy. If you having issues with your woman, more of the story, no concerts.
No concerts.
Where else you can't send it to?
That's good.
Can't send her to work. She got work from home.
Mm-mm.
Her boss might inspire her one day. You never know. She's
right. That's true,
man.
That is true.
Can't send her out to eat. Can't send her to the grocery store. Man. The way somebody bag groceries might get her. Anything liable to get her when she's searching for spiritual awakening, man. You know what I mean? So you don't send your girl nowhere and read her Bible verses if y'all having a problem, if you want to hold on.
Treat your lady right, because you never know if there's a Lil Durk out there waiting to give her a spiritual awakening.
Or actually, if you want to test your shorty, send her to a concert. Before you get married, send your shorty to a concert.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna say.
There you
Before
go.
get
There you go.
step, send her to a concert, whatever artist she likes. Somebody say Chris Brown. No, you ain't going to no fucking Chris Brown concert. That's not happening.
Yeah, seriously.
He be doing the pictures with them after the joint. She might actually get a chance to meet Chris Brown. She might come home and say, "Get out tonight." If she actually do the meet and greet, you might not even get that next day courtesy.
Yo, that's
sorry
crazy.
for the dude though, man. He just was sleeping peacefully. He thought he did something nice sending this girl to the concert. That's crazy, man.
Meet and greets.
Ladies, y'all need to do us better, man. We don't deserve this stuff. There's 2 things in a row we just getting beat up on for nothing, man. We victims out here.
Doing the best we can.
Yeah, no concerts. That shit is over with. It's over with. Only free concerts. She ain't gonna send her free local artist concerts. She get inspired by the local artist. She wasn't anyway. Unless it's a comedian. You know.
Right. I wonder.
I know them comedians, man. But we got one more video. We got a question. This is more like a question. It's not really a reaction video. I just want to ask, because this is an interesting question, man. Social media question of the week. Have you ever raced your mama or your mom or Mom Dukes, whatever you call her? Like, have you ever gotten a foot race with your mom? That's not something that most people can say they've done.
Right.
Just with how aging works. Not the dad, you more likely to get into a foot race with your dad. But have you ever raced your mom?
Nah, man. I never did that. That's nah.
I don't think I've ever raced my mom either. I've pretty much know I've never raced my mom. I ran from my mom a little bit.
Yeah. That's different. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, you definitely got on a good foot getting up out of there.
That's the closest I got to a race.
Yeah, get up out of there. On social media, if you watch it, let me know. Did you ever race your mom? If you did race your mom, who won? Because now, like, I'm really interested to see the people out here racing their mom. But you know, it's happening out here. Believe it or not, that's like not just a random thing. It's a reason. I said something about this because it's happening out here, and we got footage of a young man racing his mom. So let's go ahead and see it and see who wins. Production, put it. I'm about to fire them, man. I swear I'm about to fire them. Show it.
What's up, y'all? So my son think that he can be me in racing. I told him, hey, don't let this thickness fool you. Your mama used to get down. She didn't play, okay? So, y'all, this video is so hilarious because I was really trying, y'all. And I just hate the fact that I'm so motherfucking thick like that because why? Like, why? I had to tell him, hey, he talking about he had to take it easy on me. Nah. I said, hold on. I had to put them slippers to the side and let her know. Don't play with your mama. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Period. What's up, y'all? So my
Run, mama, run. Any thoughts?
I'm sorry. I was distracted. Yeah.
Who actually won the race?
It looked like the boy won the race. So I don't even know if she actually proved the point.
Why was she? I don't know if she won. I don't know.
But probably because she probably didn't have the right outfit for that. Yeah, as you can see at the end, she probably didn't have the right outfit to be trying to race. But she did. I have to give her credit for trying.
If she had on like running clothes and then had to hold her top, she might have a chance.
Yeah, she got distracted. She distracted herself at the end, right?
But if that was my mama, we would have never did that race. Hell no. Put that camera away and we're not running anywhere. Mom, actually, stay inside. Right. Stay inside. Don't even go to no concerts at this point. Just stay. Young boy, you got to learn life. You're going to have to protect your mama. There's some savages out here. Look, we're going to send you the clip when you're old enough to get social media. But run, mama, run. That's what we call it. Run, mama, run. You know, right. I think she was trying to show off something else, personally.
I agree. I mean, you got to give her kudos. She didn't have sneaks on, and she was keeping up with him for the most part, with no sneaks. I give her kudos for that.
Oh, so you really was watching the race. Okay.
Well, you know, I was curious to see if she was going to win.
I think a lot of people was, but that was our social media question of the week. Did you ever race your mama? And if you never race your mama and she well enough to race, challenge her to a race today. Let's just get it out the way. Race your mama. This is the No Box Sports Podcast, episode number 18 of season 3. And we are at Super Bowl Sunday. And we about to go into Super Bowl mode. And I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
The original CP3, and you better not ever forget it. That was our social media reaction clip. We just like taking random clips, reacting to them. Things outside of the sports world and outside of the box. But we about to go ahead and get back into our Super Bowl bag right now, man. We got to talk about it, man. How you feeling about this game? Is it like, do it feel like a Super Bowl Sunday to you? I know it don't feel like last year, but what's your favorite thing about Super Bowl Sunday?
I mean, the commercials ain't like they used to be, because I used to love the commercials when I was younger. But the commercials is still something I kind of look forward to when, doing Super Bowl Sunday. The food, definitely the food,
Yeah, the food is a plus depending on where you at. It's a plus.
So yeah, man, this cold ain't helping too much. It's definitely, making me contemplate some things. But yeah.
But I'm saying though, how you feel about do it feel like a Super Bowl Sunday? Because before we became entrenched and so involved with the Eagles, and Super Bowl Sunday had a lure to it back in the day. I feel like even if your team wasn't playing, and for us, our team barely ever played in the Super Bowl. So does it feel like Super Bowl Sunday?
I'm gonna say not yet. Now, part of that I think is because the fact that my team's not in it, and we were just in it last year. That might be part of it. Like I sort of lost like a little bit, trying to sort of low key mourning inside that we're not in it. But yeah, not yet. Probably closer to about 6 o'clock is probably when it'll hit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. That's kind of how. Yeah, it's kind of like had to remind myself middle of the week. Wait a minute, this week is Super Bowl Sunday. So I definitely feel, how D said, like, yeah, definitely.
Team is not in it. It doesn't have the same lure.
Nah.
I'm not excited. I don't really care who wins. I don't really have a rooting entrance one way or another, but we are going to pick the Super Bowl shortly in just a few minutes. But you say your favorite thing about is the food, the commercials. Somebody say commercials. Our team, I feel like you wore your Super Bowl shirt for a reason. It's like you still trying to deal with it in some type of way. Like
we still defend the champs, damn it.
I guess until the game is over. Until the game is over, we still kind of. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like we're done. We're done. We're not. As soon as we lost, it was over with for us. We ain't champions no more.
Who's the champs? Who are the champs?
The reigning champions are the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. We still the reigning champs until tonight.
All right. Well, I mean, we could technically say that. So, Eagles fans, if that's making you feel better. But just like you said, man, I like the commercials as well. I used to really love the commercials when I was younger, man. Like used to really watch every one. Not so much as I get older. I be getting up, moving around. But yeah, the commercials are one of my favorite things. The camaraderie, the drinking. Just making people drinking games. I don't think we can. We had a drinking game last year. I don't think we got one now. We might have to think of one before the show's over on the fly. Okay. But yeah, the commercials, the camaraderie, and hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully it's a good game. I mean, nobody wants to see a boring Super Bowl or a blowout Super Bowl like the Philadelphia Eagles busted Kansas City as last year. That was a great one to watch.
Right.
But other than that, nobody want to see no blowout if your team is not playing. Just let it be a good game. And it's the last football game of the year. So ladies out there, y'all ain't feeling the football wave. Y'all can't stay in the football season. Y'all getting some rest after this. This is literally the last football game for a long, long time. So enjoy. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Watch with your family. Watch in a safe space. And enjoy it, man. That's my favorite things personally about watching the football. We both talked about food. I would go ahead and say that's the most important thing when it comes to watching the Super Bowl. You can't go watch a Super Bowl with no food. I'd rather not watch the Super Bowl and eat than to be watching the Super Bowl with no food. So Let's go ahead and get into it, man. We got to get into the perfect Super Bowl spread. 5 items only. And just so y'all know, we ain't practiced this. I don't know what he about to say. He don't know what I'm about to say. But we about to get into the perfect. We got to build it, and we got to agree. We got to just agree on the list and put it out there so the people can get their stuff. So let's go with the number 1 draft pick. I'm going to go with my number 1 draft pick. You can tell me yours. Mine's is Buffalo Wings.
Dang it.
Have to have Buffalo Wings. You cannot watch a game without Buffalo Wings unless you vegan or something like that. Then go ahead and get some lamb skin wings. I don't know what y'all do.
It's a good one.
Some mushroom. So Buffalo Wings. That's my first
That's
pick.
a good one.
What's your first pick?
That you took mine, man. That's a really good one.
Man, you can say the same thing. You can say the same thing. We're gonna pick the final 5 at the end.
I definitely feel like Buffalo Wings is definitely number 1. Like I feel like, you know, what even better is an assortment. If you can do like an assortment, like they all ain't just buffalo, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Korean barbecue, something like that. You know what I mean?
Some sweet fried chili, some garlic parm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But definitely wings, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely some good buffalo wings, man. I'm not a dip guy. I know some people into the dip. I'm not a dip guy. I just like the wings. So, you know.
All right, so we doing buffalo wings.
You seem like a dip guy. You seem like a dip guy.
A dip guy. A dip guy. Like yeah, I mean, dip goes down sometimes.
Like a white sauce kind of guy.
Pause. Out of control on Super Bowl Sunday. Speaking of white sauce, ranch or blue cheese?
Not neither, man. I don't do that. I don't do no.
Look. Nigga, damn well.
I'm good.
Yo, shout out to Instagram, shout out to Facebook, shout out to YouTube. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Comment. What's y'all perfect Super Bowl spread? Is Buffalo Wings going on y'all's? I think that's unanimous. It's going on. You can go ahead say your next item next because I said Buffalo Wings first. What
man,
you
I like a hoagie tray. You know what I mean? Some people they get the hoagie trays, or you know, get a assortment, tray. Italian, turkey. You know what I'm saying? I like a good hoagie tray with the kind of different
sandwich tray.
Sandwich tray. Thank you.
Is that gonna go on my top 5?
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich tray. See, for me, when I think of sandwich, it's a couple things that fall under sandwiches, like pizza. That falls under the sandwich category for me.
Pizza?
Yeah, if you was to do a pizza, sandwiches, maybe cheese steak rolls, egg rolls, that's like the sandwich pick up, put together food. But I do like sandwiches though, so we can actually go with that. We can put that on the list. But for me,
if you adding all that to it, I guess. I mean, what?
We gonna separate the pizza from it because I can see people now like, nigga, pizza is not a sandwich. But different types of sandwiches, just like you said, different types of wings and assortment of sandwiches. We can go with that.
And what I like about the tray is you know, it's just small, you know what I mean? So you ain't got to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to waste. You know what I mean? Just, you know, especially depending on the size of the party. Just get enough for you to eat. And, you know, maybe you take some stuff home, maybe you don't. But it's like, it's just enough for that moment. You know what I mean? So.
Shout out to the blue cheese. D-Sad said blue cheese over there. That's my dipping sauce of choice. I don't know this nigga acting like him.
Of course. Of course. Yeah. Of course you like blue. Yeah.
But the blue cheese I use is blue. It's not white. Yeah, it's actually blue. You know, that's the thing. It's the premium blue cheese imported from the motherfucking joint. But yeah, we got buffalo wings, we got sandwich tray. 3, because I think we went too long without saying this. I'm gonna say drinks, adult beverages.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's part of this whole thing. Adult beverages. I mean,
good call.
You need some type of drinks. And I ain't saying you gotta go crazy. I ain't saying you gotta drink whatever. You can have a cooler, you can have some wine. You can have whatever floats your boat, a beer, but an adult beverage needs to be in the equation somewhere, some way, even if you're watching your calories.
Right.
All right.
So see, you shouldn't even be. I mean, honestly, for the Super Bowl Sunday to me is almost sometimes like Thanksgiving. Like, you know, just be good on the other days. For Super Bowl Sunday, just live a little. You know.
So no gym visits today.
No, just chill, just relax, get ready for the game. None of that whole healthy, like just take a break from the healthy eating. When you if you're going to a party, take a break, just, you know.
No working out today at all.
You can work out. You can work out. I'm just talking about the healthy eating thing. Like you going
Uh-huh.
to a Super Bowl party talking about I want to just have a salad. What?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Let that go today. Don't beat yourself up over the extra calories a day.
That's
Work
what
it up
I'm
tomorrow.
saying. You know,
That's the official endorsement of the No Box Sports Podcast. You know,
the gym is fine. I'm just talking about the whole healthy eating thing. People talking about, I just want to have some. I just want a nice salad for Super Bowl Sunday. No,
a salad for Super Bowl Sunday. That
No.
sounds annoying.
exactly. That's why I did it like that. That's why I said
That
no.
sounds like somebody I don't want to watch the game with, like at all. I mean, the salad for Super Bowl Sunday is delusional, diabolical. All the bad words.
Yo, eat the salad tomorrow.
You
Eat
eating the
the
salad?
salad
Don't
tomorrow.
do that. Don't do that. Don't eat this. All right, eat with fried chicken in it or something.
Exactly.
Don't not just the salad, you know. But shout out to the healthy ones, the disciplined ones. That's what we do. So we had 3 so far. We got buffalo wings, sandwich trays, adult beverages. Man, what's your next one?
Hey, golly. Well, I still feel like I'm putting pizza separate. So for me, pizza, man.
Yeah.
Pizza separate, man. It's not a sandwich, so pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Okay. I can go with that because that was going to be on my list at some point. Pizza. Heavy on the carbs today. Because it's a system. The carbs, the drinking, it all adds up and it's going to give you energy tomorrow. So pizza. All right. So we got buffalo wings, sandwich trays, adult beverages, pizza. And I'm going to go ahead and do my last one. You need some type of like appetizers. And you could put chips and dips under that. I know you don't do dip.
That's fine.
You could do like cheesesteak rolls, nachos, a fruit tray, celery tray that you dip. It's appetizers. You need appetizers. There's something that we can eat, but not really feel like we eating yet. You know,
Like
something
burger sliders.
Yeah, sliders, buffalo chicken dip, stuff like that. We can just put on the plate and feel like we get a nice little snacky snack. You know what I mean? So appetizers.
For me, I would say I will even allow for the healthy part, fruit salad.
Fruit salad.
For the health. I mean, you know, so you can kind of make yourself feel like you're trying to eat a little healthy. So yeah, fruit, or like you said, the fruit you want to do instead of chips and dip, you do fruit and dip. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing the dip, but just, you know, the fruits. Yeah.
So the healthy list. What's the healthy list? We got the buffalo wings can go on the healthy list because they don't have to be fried. They can be baked. So healthy people cool there.
Okay.
The appetizers, you can make healthy appetizers.
Yeah. I would do the fruit. I would put fruit. I would have, you know, that's not bad. Charcuterie board is not bad. Yeah.
A charcuterie board. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't got a problem with those at all. That go under the appetizers for me. Put it right up in there.
So yeah, definitely appetizers is big. Yeah, that's a good point by you.
So healthy, I don't think we're gonna be able to build out 5 for y'all. What's a healthy drink? Coconut water? Spritzer coconut water? Solid buffalo wings. Healthy appetizers, coconut water. Yeah, just go to bed. Don't even watch the game if you're gonna eat like,
coconut water. I don't know.
It gotta be a healthy drink. A seltzer, spritzer, or something like that. Zero sugar beer. We could do a zero sugar beer.
Zero sugar. There you go. Yeah, the zero sugar sodas.
That's our official list, though. We're going buffalo wings, sandwich trays, adult beverages, pizzas, all types of appetizers, you know.
Yep.
Dip, rolls,
you like
whatever
that
you
dip?
want to do.
I told you he was a dip guy. I knew it.
Oh my God. Put your hand on the dip.
You bring it up.
Who don't like dip? Show of hands in the chat. Who like dips like that? Yeah, but that was our top 5 Super Bowl spread right there. So we got y'all right. If y'all don't know what to eat for the Super Bowl, y'all go ahead and
just drink water. That's allowed.
Get our official list.
Yeah.
And get our official list in for the Super Bowl top 5 must have for your perfect Super Bowl spread. And this is the No Box Sports Podcast, brought to you by No Box Entertainment. We are coming to an end. This is season 3, episode 18, Super Bowl Sunday. We here because it's the Super Bowl. We're gonna pick the Super Bowl. Right now, let's just go ahead and get into it. Super Bowl Sunday. The Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. Now, I don't know how much y'all know about football, but these teams have met in the Super Bowl before. And it was one of the best Super Bowls I watched personally. It was one of the most mind-boggling Super Bowls I watched because of the decision that was made. But it was one of the best Super Bowls I watched. In case y'all don't know, Seattle got one of the top defenses in the league and one of the top offenses in the league. New England, I don't understand how they're doing what they're doing, but they're just a solid football team from top to bottom. I don't feel like they have too many stars anyway. So I don't know what's going on, man, but it should be a good game. I'm thinking Seattle Seahawks, New England Patriots back in the Super Bowl again. Not too long after Brady left, but it is what it is, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Who you think gonna win the game? Let's get a score prediction.
Do I have to do a score prediction?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Seattle. I think Seattle's going to win the game.
Okay.
It's not. I don't think it's going to be a blowout, but I would say. I was going to say 27-13.
27-13 Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Two good defenses. Nobody scores over 30. Seattle win. I think Seattle will win as well. So unfortunately, we won't be on two different pages. We'll have the same record. But I think Seattle will win as well. I'm going to go to score. I'm going to go.
Wow, 17-13.
27-24. Seattle get out of there with the win. No, you picked 27. Actually, no. I'm going to go 31-27. Seattle get out there with the win. Sam Darnold drives down the field and say, shut up for one last time like Jalen Hurts did last year. I am a good quarterback. Who y'all think going to win in the chat? Okay, Seattle win. 17-13 said, okay. That'll be a low-scoring game. I want them to score a little bit more than that, but these two teams are good defensively.
That could be it. Yeah, that still could be it.
So we'll see. We'll definitely be watching for real. I hope y'all watch. I hope y'all have the rest of your Sunday is super smooth on the Super Bowl Sunday. If you don't watch football, I guess do what you normally do on the Sunday. But yeah, you did just watch the No Box Sports Podcast Season 3, Episode 18, brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And I do want to give a special shout out to everybody that tapped in and tuned in for this episode. We appreciate y'all so much. Because the reason we do this is so y'all can comment and tell TP3 how obsessed he is with this. That's the reason.
That's you. Whoa. That was you. That ain't about me.
I just want to give a hand clap for y'all. Y'all for tuning in seriously on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We do not take it lightly. We will continue to give y'all good outside the box sports and non-sports content as long as y'all liking it. If you didn't yet, please make sure you put a like on the stream for us. You dig? Thank you for the comments. And next time we come live, CP3 is definitely going to pay somebody rent in the chat. So I just want y'all to return because we do that from time to time. I know a lot of y'all just start watching, but the original CP3 pays people rent. You know, pull up if you got a mortgage.
Thank you.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to help you, but pull up on us, man. And like I said, this was the No Box Sports Podcast brought to you by No Box Entertainment, Season 3, Episode 18, Super Bowl Sunday. I am one of your hosts, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
That's the original CP3, and you better not ever forget it. Once again, thank y'all for watching, and until next time, we're going to holler at y'all. Don't dollar at y'all. Peace.
Keep talking. Tell him how you feel. Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching. And that
Our last day being champions.
to clean his house up. If he's not ready to clean his house up.
All right, y'all, we out.